Okay, here we are. We're up here in the attic. And this is the HVAC indoor air handler. So I'm going to start with the heater first. And the heater's kind of like everything because it's the air handler. And it's nice and supported by these steel cables. And we got a care and use manual right there. And this is our data plate. But this pan is here to catch any moisture that might be inside of this cabinet. And so that's why the pan is larger than the cabinet. Now these girders and these cables hold the system up, and they want these girders to extend a certain amount so that people can come in here and open this up and work on it. And I get that, but any water that lands on those girders is going to roll down to the end of them and roll off onto your attic floor, which is your living room ceiling. So I'm not going to say this happens a lot. I'm not saying it's going to happen to you. I'm saying that's why they're not supposed to do that. I've seen some illustrations where they carry the pan out a little farther and run the girders the opposite direction. Or I've seen where they bring the girders, narrow the girders, but bring the pan out a little bit so you can get it open. But the pan is still farther than this, but still on the other side of that. There's a couple different arrangements. I don't know how to articulate that real well. I don't know how to talk about it. That seems to be the problem. This is our evaporator coil. This is the primary drain piping. We got a nice deep trap. We've got it insulated. We've got our vent pipe is open. Yes. And our clean out cap is closed. Oh my God. And the trap is deep. I could cry. That was nice. Okay. Now over here is our dirty air filter. I think it's 20 by 25 by 1. You can do a 20 by 25 by 4. They should be changed. Okay, first place, you need a filter as soon as you move in. Alright? So you have a baseline. And then you use these suitcase buckles right here on the left-hand side of the unit. And then you should change it as per manufacturer's installation instructions. This is the fresh air induction. We do not have a forced air into it, but you got a passive fresh air. It relies on the suction created by the direction of the airflow in the system. And it kind of is what it is. And then our air duct. Okay. Now, the thing with our air duct here, how you feeling? I'm going to do some infrared on that one. I think we might have a little bit of leakage right here. I don't know yet. I think we might have a little bit of leakage right here. This is the fresh air induction. So see, it's coming up from up here, going all the way over there. Alright, so they used a nice, and now look at this, a wider. They've gone from 3 to 4 inch. Okay, nylon web belts to hold the air conditioning duct up. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is pinching your duct. You see, this nylon webbing is going to start curling like a cheap pair of elastic, like a elastic in a cheap pair of underwear. Start cutting into your wrists, your waist, whatever. I guess depending on where you're at and what you're doing, but we don't have any saddles. I've seen people use carts. Is that crushing your vent? You see, you have a nice round saddle, cardboard, preferably drywall, and this is all restricted. This is all restricted right in there. That's restricted right in there. That's more than ½ an inch sag. That's lack of support right there. Now I'm going to hang up and start doing the infrared. See if I can find that leak.